Hey guys, just getting my shadiggles together here while we're going live. I want to make sure that I am live where I want to be, and I think that we are all good. Okay, so if I don't know you yet, my name is Dr. Jody Dinnerman. I am the crazy lady with the dog barking in the background. Here's what we do with the whole staffless practice community. We give practitioners solutions to running their front desk systems either without staff, or we give you solutions to taking the staff that you have and truly having them do what they're really good at doing instead of the stuff that really doesn't need a human being. You can automate the rest. I'm telling you, you can. So here I am. Today is my third day off of sugar. You know what happens is I go off of sugar and I'll go off of sugar for like 6 months, and then I'll go to like a dinner party or something and they'll be serving something and I'll forget that I don't eat sugar because it's just part of who I am at that point, and I have a bite, and then the next day I have 2 bites, and then the day after that I have 3 bites, and then before you know it, I'm on sugar again. So that happened a couple months ago when I was getting ready for the book tour, which was last week, which was so much fun. But here I am, 3 days off of sugar, feeling like totally loopy, right? So I'm going to try to have as streamlined of a thought process as possible for you. So the first thing I want to say is that if you are not already following us on YouTube and you're watching us on YouTube, go ahead and hit the bell so that, as you know, there's nothing more important to do than to follow me on YouTube. That's a joke. But if you're watching me on YouTube, go ahead and hit the bell so that you get an alert each time I go live. Okay? All right. I took care of my homework. So here's what I want you to know. I want you to know that you really can be picky about who you serve. And I'm going to give you examples, and I'm going to tell you my story around this concept. There's a concept of an ideal client, meaning the person. I like to literally do a vision board for this person and have a visual for her right in front of me while I'm doing my work, while I'm planning my marketing. Right now, the visual that I have in front of me is of my dream house on Cape Cod. It's sitting right here on my wall so that I can look at it. I need a visual because I'm a visual person. So I suggest by the time you're done listening to this, you go through some old magazines, you cut out pictures of who your ideal client is. I want you to know everything about this person, and here's why. If you can only serve 100 people a week or 300 people a week or 50 people a week, whatever your schedule permits, wouldn't it be cool if you could decide who those 50 people are or who those 100 people are? Wouldn't it be cool if you could manifest serving people who you really love to spend your time with all day long? So think about for a minute what I'm saying. How that would change the trajectory of what going to work looks like for you. If I go to work and I look at my schedule and I see that my schedule is filled with people who I really love to be with, do you think that it's going to feel like work even for a minute? It's not. On the other hand, if I go to work and I look at my schedule and my schedule is filled with what I call a bunch of Sallys. Sally is the person who comes in 20 minutes late, owes you for the last 3 visits, is completely entitled to everything under the sun before anybody else. We all have a Sally. I want to make sure that I'm catering to people who are not Sallys, because it'll make my work experience a lot easier, a lot smoother, and a lot more fun. And fun is really important to me. So what I invite you to do, and of course, for many years, I thought I have to serve everybody and anybody. I took an oath. And of course, I don't turn people away from my care. I'm just talking about who I focus my marketing efforts to for my practice, for chiropractic, or if we're talking about the staffless practice community, who is my avatar? Who is the person that I'm speaking to when I do these live videos? So for my chiropractic practice, I'm a before, during, and after baby chiropractor. I love to serve families while they're going through having babies and they want to learn and they want to grow and they want to do things naturally and they want chiropractic to be a part of it. They may not come to me knowing that they want chiropractic to be a part of it, but what they want, the results that chiropractic provides to be a part of their trajectory of having kids, right? That's my avatar. It's that mom going through that process. So what I have to figure out is, where does she hang out? What providers is she already seeing in my area? What does she spend her money on? What does she read? Where does she shop? What classes do her kids go to? Who are her birth practitioners? If she is reading a book right now, what's the book that she's reading? These are all of the things that I want to know about my ideal client. If you're a soup student, you guys go into the Soup Marketing Academy and grab the ideal client lesson. I'm going to push you and push you and push you until you know your ideal client like the back of your hand. I want you to know your ideal client like the freckle on the back of your hand, so that when you're in the supermarket or you're at the doctor's office or you're in line for the bus, wherever it is, and you see your ideal client standing in front of you, there's no way you're not going to say something to that person, because everything in you is saying, this is my ideal client. And then it's your calling, it's your duty, it's your process to go and talk to that person. If you know who your ideal client is, if you're very clear on who this person is, you will naturally have a path of where you do your marketing, what words you use when you do your marketing, what colors you use, what fonts you use. Next week, we're doing a whole workshop on branding, on doing marketing and doing optimal branding for your marketing efforts. You're doing the optimal branding for your marketing efforts so that you can reach your ideal client. I hope that that makes sense to you. What does this have anything to do with staffless practice? Here's what it has to do with. If I have an office filled with people who get what I do, or get what the end outcome of what I do is, and what I have to offer, do you think that it's going to make my day a lot less headache based? Do you think that it's going to make my day a lot more joyful? Do you think I'm going to have a lot less admin headaches come my way? If my practice members who I attract for my practice are my ideal clients, I can tell you right now the answer is yes. If I create my systems in my office that are staffless, that are automated, I'm creating them for my ideal clients. When my ideal clients come and find my practice, they're going to say things to me like, man, your emails, it's like you're talking right to me. Or, I love your phone system. Thank you so much for creating it and making it so easy. Or, your office smells like home to me. I don't know what it is. Or, I feel like I've been here before. Those are the kinds of things that I hear back from my ideal clients when they join my practice. And they do that because I set it up for them. I hope that that makes sense to you guys. You do not have to serve everybody. You need to serve your people, the people who you are drawn to serving, whether it's seniors or babies or kids or special needs or whoever it is. There's nothing I love more than giving a new mom a first adjustment, or a mom who's pregnant, a first adjustment. And you know what? Whether you're a PT or an OT or a chiropractor or a dentist, I'm talking to you. If you run a practice and you're trying to do things in a more automated way, figure out who your ideal client is. Of course, you're not going to say no to the other people who don't fit your avatar's picture, but I'm telling you, if you follow this stuff, you're going to have less and less of them calling your office and more of your ideal clients calling your office. I hope that that makes sense to you. It's really cool, you guys. There's something to be said for the rhythm and the magic of being in practice, and how much our practice truly is a reflection of who we are in the world, of our stamp on the world, right? When I'm cuckoo, when my world is spinning too fast, when I'm detoxing from sugar, all of these things slow down in my office because I need them to. When I'm good, when I'm doing all the things and I'm checking all the boxes and I've got all the things going on, my office is hopping. It's totally a reflection of me. As long as I stay within the parameters of what I'm best at. And what I'm best at is serving the before, during, and after mama. What are you best at? Focus on what you're best at. You can't be best at everything. We're all good at what our specialty is. My specialty is walking a mom through before, during, and after, and adjusting her husband, and adjusting her mom, and adjusting her girlfriend. Whatever walk of life she's in, those are the people who I serve, the people who she brings to my door. So with all that being said, I'm giving you guys a gift because that's how I roll. If you're not one of my students and you haven't watched my free training yet, grab it now, stafflesspracticetraining.com. Let's talk about what my students are. What does that even mean? So I run a school for wellness practitioners who want to automate their front desk systems, who want to bring more to their practice, who want to serve their avatar with their style and their taste, with their systems. I'm not a coach. I don't tell people how to do it. I simply ask the right questions and give you solutions. I give you options. I give you what I know really well. And then what I don't know really well, I have people who do know those things really well come in and give you what they know really well, if that makes sense. So we have a plethora, great word, plethora. We have a plethora of content providers and teachers in my school, which is called Soup School. It's not SWEP School. It's Soup School, like chicken soup, SEWP, Staffless Entrepreneurial Wellness Practitioners. That's what I got going for you guys. So again, grab my free training. This is officially my practice practicals for the week of August 16th. Be picky about who you serve. I'm giving you permission to be picky. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions. I'm right here on the other side of the computer screen.